Most people assume that when they see a massive magnification number on a box, they are getting a professional-grade tool for the price of a dinner out. That is rarely the case, and these Sogries binoculars are a perfect example of why you need to manage your expectations. Right out of the box, the first thing that hits you is the build quality. It feels surprisingly solid, with a rubberized coating that gives it a decent grip. It doesn't feel like cheap, hollow plastic, which is a relief if you're planning to toss these into a hiking bag or take them out to a concert. The weight is substantial enough to feel like a real piece of gear, but not so heavy that your arms start shaking after 10 minutes of scanning the horizon. Now, let's talk about that 20x magnification. It sounds impressive on paper, but here is the reality. At that level of zoom, every tiny tremor in your hand gets amplified. If you're trying to track a bird in flight, you are going to notice that the image jumps around quite a bit. It is definitely better suited for stationary targets, or if you can find a way to brace your elbows against a railing or a tree. The clarity is decent for the price point, thanks to those multi-layer coated lenses. Colors look fairly natural, and the BAK4 prisms do a respectable job of keeping the image from looking washed out. It handles low-light situations better than some of the bargain bin alternatives, though don't expect miracles when the sun actually dips below the horizon. The focus mechanism is straightforward. It uses that classic central wheel setup, and the diopter adjustment on the right eyepiece is easy enough to dial in once you get the hang of it. It is not the smoothest focus wheel ever made. It has a bit of resistance, but it gets the job done without feeling like it is going to snap off. One thing to keep in mind is that while the marketing mentions it is waterproof, that is really more of a splash-resistant rating. You definitely do not want to drop these in a lake or leave them out in a torrential downpour. It is more about surviving a light drizzle or a dusty trail. What stands out is the value proposition. It is not going to replace a high-end pair of optics that cost 10 times as much, but for someone who just wants to get a closer look at the scenery during a hike or catch the details at a sports event, it hits a sweet spot. It is a functional, no-nonsense tool that does exactly what it claims to do without any unnecessary fluff. If you are looking for your first pair of serious-feeling binoculars and don't want to break the bank, this is a solid contender, provided you have a steady hand or a place to rest your elbows. It is a practical piece of kit that gets the job done, even if it isn't perfect.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.